How you doing, everyone? Welcome to episode of Krypto Playboy. My name is Cyril. Guys, to begin, chuck a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more content coming out. And hop into the Discord. There's some massive changes coming along. It is going to be happening in this bear market. So when we come to the bull market, you're going to be loving life because in that group nice and early. So massive changes coming. Get excited for them. Link is up there. Click it, do your thing. I think you know how to click the link by now. Click it and do it. Sign up. See you guys there. And let's get to today's episode. Big question being asked by everyone. All right, this is the question we're beginning. Is it a bull or bear market? Well, Blind Freddy can tell you it's a bear market. We've been down for like 9 or 10 weeks in Bitcoin. Red. Like, check these charts out. Here on the weekly, what are we seeing? I'll zoom in for you. Red. A lot of red. Oh, that's telling me the market is down. That's half obvious. Everyone's noticed that. Had that massive lunar crash, things went down. All the alts followed. The market followed with it. It's inevitable. Something goes down that bad, everything's going to follow with it. So we are in a bear market. But there have been some nice signs saying, hey, this could be positive. We're having a bit of bounce back now. Are the bulls coming back in play? I wouldn't get my hopes up too soon saying, yep, the bull run's about to happen. You're going to be billionaires again. I think you've got some good opportunities now to make some trades while the market has this little bounce back. So that's what I'm looking at personally, looking to do some trades in there or find some opportunities which could be turning next. I'm not saying that these are going to go sky high, all-time highs are going to happen from here, but you have an opportunity to make some entries, make some trades. But always, as always, if you're doing these trades, set stop losses, okay? Like, for example, if you're going to make a trade on this and you're like, okay, I think it's a great entry, and it goes bad, and then you're like, oh no, I'm going to sell down here at a loss. If you set your stop loss here, you're now cashed up to enter again for your next trade. It's always good to do is set a stop loss. But look at BTC. So you've heard this all over the news. BTC says bounce back. Everyone's excited for it. A lot of people hopping up saying the bulls are back. We're going to $60,000. We're going back to all-time highs. We're going to break them. Don't get too excited yet because, yes, it has broken out from this wedge in here, as we've seen. But we're still within this zone. It's playing in here. Look at this. From here to here, we're still playing in this zone. All right. There is a potential for this to come up here, reach like that 35 next resistance level. If it breaks it, well, that's a really nice sign to see. But I wouldn't get my hopes up saying it's going to break it. So just keep in mind that we're still on kind of one of those shifty markets where it's like this. No one knows what's really going to happen because no one's a wizard. No one can say, yes, this is going to happen. Anything can happen in these markets. Not only crypto, you've seen the stocks, anything can happen. Blink of an eye, it changes. So with this type of thing, if I'm going to make an entry on this, I'll be waiting for it to break the wedge, which it did, and I've made an entry through there. Now myself, I would have gone, okay, set a stop loss. Have a stop loss in place in case it goes wrong. Still got cash ready to go and jump back into another trade. So I'd be keeping an eye on this because if you look at the daily on Bitcoin, it's telling me, all right, RSI is down low. This does have a good chance of breaking up through here and testing those next resistance levels. If it does that, you've got the opportunity to make a trade in there. Doesn't mean it's going to smash resistance, keep going, but you've got an opportunity to make a trade through there, make some good gains in there. So while you're down in the market, there's a chance for you to make some gains. So that's always a nice sign to see. But I'm not saying this is the next thing it's going to jump up and make you millionaires again. This is just a bit of hope for some people out there. But let's hope it's not false hope, but it can be. So just be prepared. These are just trades. I'm not saying it's going to change your life again. Always keep an eye on these things. But this is like the hopium we needed. Everyone's happy to see some green in the market again. I'm happy. Whoever's not happy about it, they've got problems. Yes, nice to see. But one thing which kind of back in my mind about this, like why did the market change? Why is this bounce back? We do know the bigger players do play a big role in the market. They manipulate things. So these guys here, JP Morgan, they used to talk so much smack about Bitcoin back in the day, always dissing and saying crap. Now they're saying nice things like this. It could rise to 38,000. So what do? They pump out information like this. Average investor out there goes, oh, cool. Nice news from these big boys. Maybe I'll invest. These guys are holding probably a massive bag sitting on them. They pump up on the small investor. What happens? They dump on you because you're buying up there. Woof, price comes back down. They repeat itself. It says rinse and repeat for them again and again and again. So sometimes when you see this news, be prepared. It could do the opposite to you. They want this to happen. They want it to run up on you. You're all excited. Yes, price is moving. Price is moving. What are we seeing in there? 38,000 up here somewhere. That hits it. These guys make entries down here. You know, they're purchasing down there. They got these massive traders in there working for them. Not some average peasant they have working. These guys know what they're doing. They know how to play the market. They've been in stocks for years and years and years. They're mentored the game. So when they come into something like this, they manipulate you. They manipulate people like me, whoever's watching these videos, the public people out there. They play on our emotions with it. We read this and go, whoa, you're going to be rich again. Bitcoin's coming back. But they're playing with us. So always keep that in mind. These type of news coming out, be careful. But it can be that false hope once again by the big players out there playing on your emotions to pump it up. Take your cash off you, dump the market back on you. So just always please be careful. If you're trading anything, always stop losses. If it's Bitcoin, personally, I wouldn't stress as much about a stop loss because I like to accumulate Bitcoin. Put it aside, sit it there. If you're doing trades on it, your aim is just trading, please rather stop loss. But if you're looking to accumulate Bitcoin, well, any price is a good price in my eyes. Got a good discount going on right now. Get in while it's cheap. Probably be in a couple of months' time saying, oh, I should have bought more. Buy some. Some trades I've been looking at. This is 1 inch. So some reasons behind this. This has been the chart on it. This was it before. It's down a lot. A lot. But we're seeing this again. It's broken the wedge through here. So my eyes, this is telling me, potentially this is a good trade to make. Because I know this is done before in the past. I know the resistance levels are next. You know, all those zones are, I'm saying, okay, this has a good chance. If it does pump a bit, we have a bit of hopium in the market, this jumps up, I can make some good gains on a trade. But to be super safe on this, guys, set your stop loss in there. You know, you could put it 10% below, 20% below. Whatever your risk level is, set it what you like. That way you do not lose a lot on this and you're cashed up for your next trade. So that's what I'm looking at because over here on the daily, same type of thing. I'm seeing this RSI down low and it's telling me this has good potential. Maybe to break out, make some quick gains. As I said earlier in the video, this doesn't mean all-time highs. These are some quick trades that I'm looking at doing. Because this is just telling me down. Like, look, we're back to levels from back before 2021. That's a sign saying maybe we're reaching the bottom of the market there. Yes, can still go lower. But RSI's indicators are all leading to me saying you've got a chance of making a decent trade on this. Take a chance in life. Run that stop loss. Another one I'm liking is ADA, Cardano. Doesn't know what that is. Same type of thing, broke this wedge for me. It's in a nice entry zone for myself now. So I'll be looking at something like this saying, okay, this could be an entry for me. Again, run that stop loss down here. All these charts are almost looking identical right now. Any old coin, you look at it, they're all like this. Boom, down, bad. They're like, I mean, down. So when you look at any of them, they're going to look similar to this. You go for any chart, look at this. FTM, same type of look going on. Down a lot. You know, they all look the same. That's why I'm looking at them across the board, and I'm seeing all these entries you can make for some quick trades on it. Every single chart, go look at it yourself, check them out, they look like this. So it's breaking that wedge. My eyes, that's telling me, hey, I can make a quick trade on this. Okay? Don't hold it, and say, I'm going to get $1 billion. Make an entry on this, set your profit. What you want to make on it, 10%, 5%, whatever you're happy with. Make a scalp trade when you're super safe, 2-3%, get in, get out. Be happy with it. If you're learning to trade, that's always a good opportunity because less risk for you, 2-3%, get in, get out. Especially in choppy markets like this, be careful. That way you're a bit safer on it. But this one's leading to me saying, all right, Cardano, RSI's down low on the daily, has a good chance of it running up a bit. And the next level's up there. Well, I've got a good chance of making some gains in there, 50 cents to 70 cents. I'm very happy with that. Same thing with FTM. Another one that's just been crashing, plummeting. It's coming into one of those zones where I'm saying, hey, I could accumulate some of this, make a trade on it, set my stop loss, a zone below, sorry. That way if it does fall past there, I'm safe. But I do see this having a bit of bounce back because again, on the daily, same type of thing. It's sitting pretty low compared to what it was back in the day. RSI's down there, slowly creeping up. It's saying trade for me. I'm looking at that. I'm just giving some quick trade tips because some guys have been asking me what have I been doing in this market while it's down. These are the things I'm looking at. Another favorite of mine has always been FTX, also known as FTT. This is one of those ones, if I purchase it, I like to hold as well because I believe that exchange provides a lot of value. And it's one of those tokens that I've seen over long terms. You hold it, you can sit in there, earn good rewards in the exchange itself. And plus it's some utility token, you can use it in there. So I think that's great. But it's also a very tradable token. So you see the market here, up, down, some good gains to be made. This is coming into one of those zones. If it breaks this wedge for me, I'll be looking at jumping in for a trade on it. If it breaks here, jump in on a trade, set a stop loss, as always, to be safe because you're trading. and then ride some profits up. If I see the market move, cheering. Same thing, daily is down low. So I'm looking at this RSI going, it could break this, but not going to make an entry till I see it break it. So always wait for that confirmation. Remember, you're playing with probability here when you do these technical analysis. It's not guaranteed you're going to get it, but probability is okay. It breaks the wedge. So either going to go up or down. That's what you're taking your chance on. Now, when it breaks it, could keep going up. That's a chance you take. But the other probability is it could be a false breakout and it goes boom, boom, comes back down. That's why I said that stop loss. You be safe when you do these things. Probably said that 100 times now. Sorry if I'm annoying the shit out of you, but please be safe. Another one I like is Rose. I've spoken about this in the past. Some new upcoming network, some good projects coming out on there, and some launch pads coming out. This is one that I'm liking because I've just done something on the screen there. It's at a very, very low time price here. This came out at like 2 cents when it came to market. It's coming into those zones now. So this could be an accumulation zone for you. If I say it dipped to like that 2 to 4 cent price, I'll be jumping in on it because for me, I can see the next leg up from this can be huge. Is it worth to take a chance on that? Yes, for sure, I believe, because the opportunity to make the gains in that, huge. It's not like, 1x, 2x here. You go from 4 cents to 12 cents, it's triple your money. But so I'm looking for gains like this in there. And if you're playing with these ones, again, you can set a stop loss on it to be safe. That's one I'm really liking because the RSI is leading up to me telling me could be an opportunity to make that entry on. Really, really liking Rose. And I like what the network has to offer in the future. So it could be one of those coins as well. I look at just putting a little hodl position and say, long term, these guys do what they're going to do. Projects get built on there. They start working on the Oasis network. It can be massive. So I like that. Well, there's a couple little coins I've been looking at just to give you an update for everyone who's messaging me and asking me. There you go. In other news out there, we all know what happened with Terra. It wasn't nice. Nothing was nice about that. People lost a lot of money. Very sad days. But what I'm saying is a lot of people are still making money in this because they're trading. And look at the volume in this. Look at it. $144 million. People are still trading and they're making massive gains in it because these guys are going, all right, I'm going to play in that range, buy sell. It is nuts. So I'm surprised people are doing that. For me personally, I think Luna's a massive gamble at the moment. If you're looking at a super long term, even then it's a gamble because they've done a lot of damage. It did really hurt them reputation. Even when they bought out Terra 2.0, same thing. It didn't go gangbusters, didn't go flying up. It lost like 75% value when it launched straight away. So for me, I think a lot of people got hurt by Luna and there's no trust in it anymore. So that's going to take a long, long time for them to build up their valuation again. And that people have that trust in a project because they got hurt. Someone was saying $300,000 he lost. And then from Terra 2.0, it was like $75 in value he got. That wouldn't really fix the problem for me. I know nothing's guaranteed in the crypto world, but that would still hurt. If someone says, we want to help you guys and come back from the big losses, we're going to help you guys and save you a bit. And 300 grand, they get $75. Oh, thanks, mate. That's like a pity prize. But it is crypto, so you always be prepared for the unexpected. And yeah, that's what you can say. Be prepared because anything can happen in these markets. But I'd be staying away from Terra because I'm not too keen on after everything that's gone down. Okay, another thing. STEPPEN. This took a big shit the other day, like huge. Went down, dropped, and people are, oh, what's happened with it? Well, there was this announcement that China is banning them using the app over there. So we know the population in China, it is huge. Look into crypto. Some of the biggest players are actually based there. China, Singapore, around those areas. Huge players. We don't see that enough on YouTube. Everyone sees like, America, there's some Aussies all throughout Europe. There's those big names in YouTube. Some of the biggest people I know in crypto are based from China. Like they know what they're doing. They got huge teams. I'm not talking a couple $1 million. These are like billionaires they're playing with. So when that news hits China, that's a massive hit to the market. That's why you saw this project take a big nosedive. Doesn't mean it's going to be dead, but it's not looking the best at the moment for them because, yeah, it wasn't really nice. So people are now comparing this to a big pump and dump saying, oh, it's a scam. STEPPEN's no good. What they just did. Nah. So be wary of that. But people are still making money in the STEPPEN app. I know people are on my Discord and other groups I've heard of. With the NFTs, they're earning cash from it because they're still getting those rewards from it. Their rewards went down, but they're still earning something out of it. So there still is money to be made in it. But I'd be looking at other opportunities away from STEPPEN because this has come out, it's done its thing, and there's also new ones coming out. And I do believe the market is big enough for other projects to come out and say, hey, we want some of your running apps as well, because there's a lot of people in the world There's only so many projects out at the moment. And what they offer, they're all a little bit slightly different from each other. So one of them I've been looking at is called Amazy. I like this project. They've just got a really big team behind them, but they're really big in building mobile apps in the past. So their one has a good potential of being another great project. If you get in early with them, get those NFTs, you can earn some good rewards in the early days. I'm really liking this one. I'll be following them up and chasing what they're doing, and they're doing some big giveaways. So you wanted some free stuff, it's probably free. So if you don't want to trade, you don't do nothing, get into these free giveaways. My Discord, go to airdrop section. You can see all these free things, get your hands on for free. Literally do nothing but click, I want some of this for free. It costs you nothing. At least you can earn something and gain something. So, hey, look, I made money from crypto doing nothing. So I think that's a really interesting project. Myers, I like it. Amazing, doing big things. The team's very big, and they got a lot of big influencers in as well. So these guys are really going to be pushing the product out there to people, and there's going to be a big audience for it. So keep an eye on these type of things. Now, one I'm really liking is Run Nation. This is an Aussie project. I'm personally investing in this one because I like supporting Aussie projects, but I like what they're doing and I like the team behind it and where towards. It can be really, really good what they're building here because these are integrating into your smartwatch. So a lot of these apps coming out, it's just on your phone. You're sitting there, you're running with it, you earn your rewards. I don't always carry my phone on me either. I'm always in shorts, so I don't have pockets. So for me, I wouldn't really be good for this. I'd be earning $0. If you can integrate this into a smartwatch, I don't even wear watches that often, but I could put a watch on and go for a run. That's a good thing for integration. But not only that, these guys are looking at doing like teamwork type of events as well and working with gyms and that. So that tells me that's a big opportunity. A lot of people into fitness out there. So you can target gyms and hit them up. They get involved in these fitness apps. That's awesome. Imagine the team events you can have going on, battling each other. Who gets the best rewards, who gets the best points, who's the most fittest. That's huge. And not only that, they're looking at other sports more than just running. So say you have a gym comp, same type of thing. You'd be swimming things, just elevating your heart rate. That's what they're measuring with those type of apps. On the smartwatch, life is easy. I don't know many guys who go to the gym and have their phone in there with them while they're benching. Okay, it's a bit hard to measure everything. Well, you have that app on there, your phone, your watch on there. Well, we've got Apple Watch, sorry. Any watch, actually. And it's measuring your heart rate. It's on there. You can lift stuff. You can do other stuff. I think you can do anything with a smartwatch on you. Okay? So if they can record the type of data and you earn from that, well, that tells me that's a big thing. But the other cool thing about them is it's early days. They're just starting the project now, starting up their funding stage, like the pre-sale and the seed sales and all them, coming out to the launch pads. So you can get your hands on this nice and early. And you can also get in the NFTs nice and early. These type of projects, if you earn an NFT and you start earning, you're earning money just by using the app. Like not even holding the tokens. Well, if you're earning money and you hold tokens, price goes up, well, it's a win-win for you. Price go up, pull some profit out of your tokens. It's always good to do. It's always healthy. And as you know, if you're trading them, that's stop losses. I really like these type of apps because it's nice early days for it. We saw what STEPPEN did in the past. Opportunities are there. Look at GameFi. Other projects came out. They also done very well. There's always like the one alpha leader in it, but the ones that follow along, they do something a bit different. They can also do very, very well. So you want to keep your eye on this type of projects when they come out and say, hey, got an opportunity to be made here. Now, as I say to everyone, crypto is a big risk. So it doesn't mean what you put in there is going to be guaranteed to make you $1 billion. Spread your risk over multiple projects. That way you got a few opportunities. You see a few of these running apps. You go, okay, put someone to this one, put someone to this one, for trading, for holding these tokens. You got a good opportunity there to spread your risk. Some might be winners. Some might do nothing what they said they're going to do and they go wrong. But I'm really liking this project from the teams working on it, the Aussies as well, so you can actually communicate with them. And they're very active in their social media. So check them out, start following them. The numbers are starting to grow in here. So I think it's a good project. Keep your eyes on it. We've got some big things coming this week for you. Some cool guests coming on the show. Got actually these ladies from Luna Capital. It's an all-ladies VC team, and these guys have done some big things. Actually run a massive other company. So I'm going to have them on the show very shortly as well. Something that's really cool because you don't hear about many ladies in the industry all the time. So it's nice to get them on the show. It's usually like a male-dominated on my show especially. So it'd be nice to actually have a lady on the show for once because, I prefer ladies over guys personally. But yeah, it'd be nice to mix it up on the show with them and hear their input and how they see in the market. Plus, we're going to have some other YouTubers on the show giving their input, how they've made money in the past in crypto, and trying to get you guys a bit more excited during this market. I know the bear market is down, but you've got to have something to look forward to. I know it is down. It's time to learn, stay committed to it, because the hardest thing to do any of these markets is stay committed. People lose that drive for it. And then, when they come back in, when the market's moved up again, and like, oh, I love crypto again, and they're back into it, but they've just missed all these opportunities of accumulating when it was low or when it's coming up. It's just coming back up, and people miss that. Then they come in at tops again, and they complain when it drops. So you've got to be consistent. Anything you do in life, consistency is key with it. And end of the day, you're going to make gains from it. You're consistent, you're going to make gains. Like refer to the gym with his apps. If you go to the gym once a week and you're like, oh, how come that guy's getting swollen? I look like a stick. Well, it's because you're going once a week. But you're going every day, eating properly, being consistent, you're going to get bigger, you're going to grow. No matter what you do, it's going to happen because you're being consistent. So same thing with crypto. Be consistent, please. 2% of the world's population is doing it. Now it's where we drop back to 1% or 1 point something percent because some of them pulled away from it. Imagine the next run, 3-4%, and you're going to be with them. You're going to grow with that wave, bigger and bigger and bigger. Imagine 5-10 years time, 20-30% of the population doing it. You're going to be in with them, growing. You're going to be in that stage. And 5 years time, you know what you're doing. It'll be easy as for you. Yeah, I've been through these bull and bear markets. I've been accumulating it. Yeah, I'll buy another Lambo next year. Those type of things. So you want to be prepared. Learn now. Every single day, stay committed. And yes, I'll let you go now. I'll shut up, and I'll talk to you guys all very soon.